Hello folks, welcome to the Vertigo Tea Party and a short-ish gameplay video of the Control Wizard at low levels. This guy is level 15. Obviously things can change, this game is in beta right now, and of course some classes play a lot different later on, but I want to give you guys a sneak peek. I actually did not know very much about Neverwinter until I got into the beta. That's actually not where I meant to go. For some reason, sometimes when you log out, it puts you in... Actually, no, I think I was in the right spot. But anyway, I wanted to talk about... Let's talk about the abilities first. It's a good starting point. Now, you have three types of abilities, no matter what class you are. You have At Will, you have Encounter powers, and you have Daily powers. Now, if you've played 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons, ignore everything you know about Daily powers, Encounter powers, and At Will. There's no significant connection between those two. At Will powers are just like they sound. You can cast them as often as you want. Encounter powers have cooldowns. They range from anywhere from 7 seconds to 15 seconds. And you have daily powers. Daily powers are only usable when you have enough action points. And you gain action points depending on your class. A Control Wizard gains action points by just dealing damage, which makes sense. The Control Wizard is about damage and, as you can imagine, also crowd control. And we will see a little bit of that. I've actually done this quest here before on another character, so I know how this is going to go. So I wanted to kind of show you a one-on-one fight. And I meant to actually go over the spells before I came in here to talk to this guy. Sorry, just one moment, because he just keeps babbling on and will keep interrupting me. So let's take a look at the spells that I have gotten thus far. At Will, I've got Magic Missile. Blast your enemy with arcane damage. The third cast strikes 3 times and adds a stack of arcane mastery. And for every stack of arcane mastery, you do more damage with arcane spells. Ray of Frost. Channel a powerful beam of frost at your target, continuously adding chill stacks and eventually freezing them until you reach 6 stacks. Or freezing them when you reach 6. So you get up to 6 and then freeze them. That can actually cause a problem, and I will go over that in a little bit. Chilling Cloud, which apparently I just got and didn't notice. Attack your target with a swarm of ice crystals. The third hit of this power also damages enemies near your target, briefly reducing their attack damage and adding chill. So let's look at the account. Again, the At Wills, these are ones that you can use whenever you want. You bind these to left and right click on your mouse. You can bind them in other things, but by default, left and right click. And for demo purposes, I'll be using Magic Missile and Ray of Frost. Encounter powers, you have Chill Strike. You basically hurl a powerful icicle at your enemy. You stun them and add 1 stack of chill. Entangling Force, you stun the target. And you put them into the air. It's kind of like a force choke. So it not only brings them out of the fight, it also damages them. And you can continue to damage them without breaking the hold, which is nice. The hold actually lasts longer if you have more stacks of arcane. Conduit of Ice. This puts a dot damage over time on the enemy. And it also damages enemies around the target. Furthermore, damage is increased by 5% for every stack of chill. So you want to ideally get chill stacked up to 5 first, because remember, if you get hit 6, if you're using Ray of Frost, you'll freeze them, and when you freeze them, you lose all your stacks of frost. So you want to get 5 stacks of chill on them, then throw Conduit of Ice, because not only do you do more damage, Conduit of Ice keeps that stack refreshed, because normally your chill stacks will fall off very quickly if you don't reapply it. This keeps it on for the duration, which is very, very nice for other reasons, which I will show you in just a bit. Repel, think of this as a force push. I don't know why I'm making so many Star Wars references, but this knocks enemies back that are in front of you. It knocks them further back the more stacks of arcane you have. These are just advanced chill strike, or higher up levels of chill strike. Ray of Enfeeblement. This will cause an enemy's damage and damage mitigation to drop, and the more stacks of arcane you have, the longer this will last. I don't use this when I'm soloing, but I do use it in PvP. It's really nice in PvP, and I will be showing some PvP later on, by the way. Now, your daily powers, we have Ice Storm. Unleash a massive wave of ice, knocking away enemies and leaving them briefly prone, and adding a thing of chill. Ice Storm is awesome. I've tried the other abilities I've gotten, which I'll talk about briefly. None of them hold a candle to Ice Storm. Oppressive Force, creating an oppressive magnetic force that dazes nearby enemies and then explodes after a brief delay, dazing them further. On cast, you build a stack of Arcane Mastery. And that one's okay. Ice Knife, summon and slam down a huge blade of ice onto your foe, leaving them prone and adding 3 stacks of chill. I'm not a fan of that one. It's only single target, and this Ice Storm will usually kill lesser enemies just once. But again, keep in mind these daily powers take much longer to build up. Now, one other thing I wanted to show, at level 10, you automatically get Chilling Presence. Increased damage you deal by 2% for each stack of chill on your target. So ideally, what I like to do, get a stack of 5 chills on an enemy, and then use the, I always forget the name, Conduit of Ice. Conduit of Ice not only does damage to them, it keeps that stack going. So I get this damage bonus. I get a 10% damage bonus. So let's say I have 5 stacks of chill. With Chilling Presence, if I put Conduit of Ice and it just keeps that stack going, I'm getting a 10% damage increase while that stack is staying, which is really nice. And the problem that I mentioned briefly earlier, and we'll get into the combat in just a second, the problem that you run into with Ray of Frost is that once you hit that 6 stacks, you freeze them, which is great, but you lose all your ice stacks. So you're killing your damage. And unfortunately, the stacks do not slowly drop. So for example, you don't go from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. You go from 5 to 0. So that's something I hope they change, because it's pretty much impossible to keep your frost stacks up without freezing the target, which then blows all your stacks away. So enough chitty chat. Let's go try it. Now again, this is a 1-person encounter or a 1 NPC encounter, but this NPC is pretty nasty.
It's my wife, Dorothea.
We're not going to bother listening to the quest text because I've already heard it. And you guys are here just for combat.
She's been getting.
So yes,
I've given Dorothea some medication.
and we kick this door open like a boss.
But it will only work if she's
Where's she at? Alright. Now she pulls in. I also have a warp. I did a push back there. It's going to be very difficult to try to talk. I'm going to use my lift up to get her to stop doing that. And then right as she comes down, I'm going to use my ice dart to freeze her. Then I'm going to push her away again to interrupt that. Now I'm going to put... Oh, I actually did a little late. That is the ice conduit. I'm going to pour it backwards to get out of that pool. But I put ice conduit to try to keep the stacks up, but I actually mistargeted her and hit it. Now you'll also notice I don't have her as a target. I have to aim my cursor. It's not super sensitive, but you do have to aim. Again, back up, warp. I'm going to push her back. I've got 5 stacks of arcane going. You can see that at the top left. I'm going to freeze her. We're going to get 5 stacks, and then we're going to throw Conduit of Ice. Now she will keep that 5 stack, and I will be doing 10% extra damage, which, needless to say, is quite nice. And she's... No, I was going to say she was stuck behind that. Again, keeping her frozen, and then I pushed her back. Okay, so we'll ignore them talking over each other and me, which was pretty damn rude. So I did forget to mention the port that you have. Ah, God. I have to lower the volume. But I'm trying to have a hard time focusing with them babbling on and on. Oh, my wife's in trouble, blah, blah, blah. I get it. So you also have a port. This is your defensive ability, is your port. You can port in the direction that you're pushing on your cursor keys, or you can actually use a 360 control, which I would never bother to do. Okay, I'm leaving this damn house because I'm tired of them talking, and I'm aware that I'm missing a chest over there. I'm not too concerned about it. So here's how the porting works. you can either hold shift in a direction and you will port in that direction, or you can push twice in a direction and you will port in that direction. So I just pushed forward twice and you port. So this is very important, needless to say, for getting out of the enemy's way. And if you look at the bottom here, you'll see, and it's a lot of these things are very difficult to see. Hopefully they increase the size of some of these UI elements. For example, the debuff, the ice debuff, you probably couldn't even see it on the enemy's tag because it is incredibly tiny and hard to read. Again, something they fix. The game is in beta. But anyway, this yellow bar is my stamina, and you will notice as I port, the stamina goes down, and if I just keep trying to port, it'll say stamina required. So I have to wait for stamina. So you do have to balance it out. Now I will tell you what, actually we'll take a break here, and I will get to an enemy or area with a bunch of enemies, and I'll pick you guys up then. Okay folks, we're back. I actually might cut out the other part, and if you're seeing this immediately after the one fight, then I did cut the other part out because I was fighting enemies a lot lower than I thought they were. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is fight this guy first. He's kind of a tougher, but he's solo. I'm going to try to describe what I'm doing as I'm doing it, but I can't multitask very well, so I apologize. So we're going to take this guy out. He's level 14. He's a level below me. Since he's a single, I'm going to start with arcane bolts and try to get at least one stack going. Move out of his little red beam. He'll charge me. These guys are pretty predictable. Going to start building up chill and then use my frostbolt thing. I'm going to dodge out of his AE. And now you'll see I put the chilling AE on him to keep the stacks going. And I thought that was going to kill him. And I was focusing on attacking. And of course, this is a big problem with the wizard. The control wizard is that you don't really have that much control. Especially at lower levels. Sure, one, maybe two enemies. Once you get more than that, it's very difficult to keep your enemies in check. And you end up having to port a lot. And very frequently, you will end up porting into other enemies. So it can be a little frustrating. And I've heard complaints about this class. And I think that's why it definitely I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I think it takes a higher skill level to be able to play them at least somewhat efficiently. It's harder. So anyway, there's another Eye of Grummish warrior. He's going to attack him, which I was actually preferring that he would. Now here's an orc savage. Let's show you. Now this guy is pretty nasty generally, and I accidentally ported up. Made it harder on myself. So I'm going to knock him back. Get my arcane built up. Entangling. Get him out of the way there. And as he falls down, I'm going to use my ice. Time it. I'm going to knock you back. Now I'll get my frost AE, and I'm going to frost ray. I didn't really do that in the perfect order. Now you'll see I used it too long there because he ended up freezing. So now he's knocked back yet again. My arcane stacks are 5, and I'm making sure to keep them 5 by getting a 3-shot of arcane, or bolts rather. Magic missiles, sorry. So you can see with one enemy, you can keep them controlled very well. And this actually works in PvP as well. A little too well, actually. I have killed other players who had more health than me to start with because I was able to CC them so hardcore. So here we have 2 regular orcs and a tougher one. But they're ranged, so they're not going to be so bad. I want to start off with... I'm so bad with names. Sorry. Chill Strike. I don't know. The aggro ranges are really weird. So I... Frost Strike... See, I've already forgot the name again. Frost Strike the axe guys to get them out of the way. So I'm going to use Entangling to get him up. And let me build another stack. I'm going to tab... Or I'm going to do the knockback on both of these guys. I'm going to port out of that dude's thing. Finish this guy off. I'm going to freeze him. Build up another stack of chilling. Throw the frost conduit onto him. So now that stack of 4 frost, which you probably can't see because it's about 2 pixels tall, will stay on him longer. Now it's already gone. in the time it took me to do that. But these guys also telegraph their attacks pretty well in advance, but they pretty much have to because a lot of classes rely on being able to dodge or block. Unfortunately, even with the telegraphs, because of, I assume, latency, I've still clearly been out of the way and still gotten hit by enemies. So again, we have one guy here. I'm going to try to do this a little bit more efficient. And I'm hopefully this is at least somewhat interesting to give you guys an idea of how these guys fight. So again, 3 arcane missiles to build up my 1 stack. Dodge out of the way. These guys always fought the same. So we got 2 stacks now. Push him back. Go ahead and ice him. Ray of Frost to build up a little bit more. Entangling to pull him up so he can't hurt me. And now look at the damage. The damage shoots to the roof at that point because I had 5 stacks of arcane, so my magic missiles were doing a lot of damage. I had, I think, 4 or 5 stacks of chill and keeping the chill on there because of conduit of ice. So I was doing crazy damage while I'm sitting there holding him in the air. We'll get into one more fight so you guys can see. I want to get at least one tough enemy and a group of others. And we'll take the Savage out again. Why not? I haven't used my major ability. I'll do that soon. See, 2 stacks of arcane. Push him back again. Freeze him. Go ahead and do that. He hit me once. That's okay. My damage is pretty damn high. Though I did somehow lose a stack of arcane. I'm not sure how nice that. Not doing that great on my cooldown. No, I'm fine. So push him in. See, these guys attack really slow too. Dodge. They're very easy to dodge. And like I say, normally they don't even get this far. So I got my Frost AE on him again. Sorry about forgetting the names. I can play an MMO for 6 months and still don't know the name of my own spells, even though I know what they do. So those guys pretty damn easy for this class because their control is so good on one enemy. You start running into problems when it's 3 and 4 enemies because your control starts to go to the shitter and you have to dodge, and you can only dodge 3 times before you're running out of stamina. Let's find one more group. Beastmaster. I really hate these guys. So try to kill one dog off as fast as possible. So get them lined up, knock them back, try to finish the dog off. Great, we got him, and he got stuck on a rock. So use Entangling to get him up, and as you can see yet again, so let's use our major ability here. As you can see, that completely devastated pretty much everything. Is there something behind me? And that ability again is called Ice Storm. That is the daily ability, and remember, you can only get that once you've maxed out your action points. Which, again, with the Control Wizard, it's by damage. Other classes build it in different ways. And you'll also see I've got the red around my screen, which, by the way, is incredibly annoying. I can just fix that by drinking a health potion, which there's no animation for. So the last thing I want to show you guys on this short haha video was the PvP. So you can easily queue, just hit K, PvP domination. And I'll keep talking because usually I get into matches very quickly. And I can keep fighting while we wait. In fact, I've usually got the thing. See, he always opens with that, and then he'll run into melee. We'll freeze him. Throw some ice on there. Knock him back. And do crazy damage. I like the port mechanic. See, shift 1 to join. Ah, damn it. Of course, the one time I accidentally hit shift 2 to leave the queue. Maybe I'll try to get back in the same one. Yep. Goes. So I hope you guys have gotten a good feel for this. If you're still pretty confused, leave questions. By no means am I a master of this. I've only gotten to this weekend's beta. I've played this class and basically a protection warrior. So I can compare those two, but not the others. And unfortunately, you can only make 2 characters without spending money, and I'm not spending money. especially on a game that's in beta. So we're waiting for others to accept, which is pretty normal. We'll probably get into ones here shortly. Oh, there we go. I wasn't really paying attention to my thing there. Now, some of these, for whatever reason, I don't quite understand. There's 2 maps that I've seen. One of them auto levels you to 19. Another one does not. It just lets you stay whatever level you were. I'm going to switch out Ray of Enfeeblement, but 1, so you guys can see it. And 2, because I like it in PvP. I'll also go ahead and get Oppressive Force. Go ahead and give that a whirl. So, when you join the PvP, it counts down over here, which again, keep in mind this is beta. This is all probably all change at some point. But in beta, it just counts down on the left-hand side. Now, again, there's 2 different maps that I have seen. Both of them have 3 capture points. It's the typical, stand on the capture point area. It'll switch to your team, and then if the other team stands on it, it switches to them. And it's a point count up. So whoever hits, I don't even remember how many points it is. Whoever hits whatever the cap point is, whoever hits the cap in points first wins. That was a fast 30 seconds. Oh, because it did. Did you see that? It skipped from 29 to 7. So anyway, we're going to go to the middle here because there will be some actione. And these, of course, are the capture points. And it does appear the more people who stand on them, the faster it goes. Very typical stuff here. Looks like somebody is... You can tell someone is capturing a point by if you look at it. If you look, I know it's hard to see, there's a blue line going around the right side counterclockwise. The same goes for an enemy. So if an enemy is standing there trying to cap it, that will happen. Now, I don't know where the hell our enemies are. I don't know if they got shafted. Maybe they got less players. I don't know. So here we go. So most of your time is going to be using Arcane and getting your stacks up, at least. So let's get this person out. So oh, nope, they dodged that. We're going to target on this person. Going to use Ray of Enfeeblement to increase their damage because I see my teammates are beating them. And I also want to keep them from running away because now we've gotten her low very quickly. Though most people tend to just be like, F it, I'm staying in. I don't know how she lived that long. Okay, this guy's lower, so I'm going to focus on him. He's going to go a little bit too far. Nope, there he is. He looks like a rogue, I think. Roguey, whatever they're called. Trickster rogue. Checking behind me because I thought somebody got away. Let's go ahead and freeze one of these guys. This person. Okay, I am the only person on my team here now. This could be bad. I haven't built enough for my daily. I'm trying to not only get away from this person, but also from her teammates. She's trying to make a run for it. Damn it, I'm gonna have to let her live. Let's go ahead and use our ultimate daily. It looks cool. I like the way it looks. I definitely want them to stop hitting me, so I just want to get out of range. This is another game where it seems that range have it easy. Let's crowd control this person so she can't run. So you lift her up. Now we're going to ice her. And she's dead. Oh, hello. Push this person away. Because, again, we're running with pretty much full stacks of Arcane. Well, no, it's 4 stacks. I'm going to try to keep it that way. We're going to Ray of Enfeeble her. So she does less damage and she takes more damage. So, again, you'll see her dropping very quickly. That Ray of Enfeeblement does seem to have a significant effect. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and get this person. Well, no. Let's get this person who thinks they're being a smartass. Freeze them. Lift them up. Go ahead and Ray of Enfeeblement their ass. There he is. Rogues can, disappear. Imagine that. So he's not going to make it too much longer. You can see he dodged one of my attacks, but it doesn't matter. I constantly at least want to be attacking somebody to keep my 5-stack up. You don't want to lose that 5-stack because the 5-stack and the Arcane stacks improve both how long you push them up and how long you can hold them up, as well as how long your debuff lasts. So, and I believe it affects your Arcane Bolt damage. So you absolutely want to keep that up. Just watching them. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of great AEs, which, I mean, Really hard to complain because so far, to be frank, this class seems pretty ridiculously powerful. So I'm freezing her again, keeping her busy. My daily is up again because I haven't been killed yet. So yeah, you know, obviously everyone is still getting used to. Oh, I've got my 5 stack up, so I want to enfeeble her. I'm going to freeze her because she's going to run away. Frozen. I'm going to ice bolt her to slow her down. And probably freeze her too. Hello. Now keep in mind the ice bolt doesn't do much damage, but it does slow them down. This also has a mechanic sort of like... oh shit, they're capturing the back one. That's not going to work. Later, guys. I'm going to drink one of my PvP health pots. Cannot let them capture that. The enemy dominates and you dominate seem to be random, quite frankly. Oh, okay. It looks like somebody was grabbing it and they got killed, and then the red bar disappears more slowly, but since I stood on it, it went away quicker. Sorry I'm not commentating very well on what I'm doing. As I've mentioned, I'm not good at multitasking. Let's go for the person who's... You know what? Let's fuck these guys up. Let's really fuck them up. Just wait. Now, let's use our mass ability. Use enfeeblement on her and focus her down. Crowd control the shit out of her. Freeze her. And I don't even know where she went. She's flying all over the damn map. I don't know if she knows where she's at. This person is going to not move. Lifted her up, and she's dead. Or down, rather. So yeah, this does have a mechanic. Alright, I don't like you doing that. Okay, I got 5 stack of arcane, so I'm going to enfeeble her. Then I'm going to freeze her ass. Then I'm going to get some chill stacks on her. So I'm doing more damage, period. Alright, looks like they've got it now. I was also trying to get where I was standing here. Alright, let's slow her ass again. Raise her up, and then as soon as she comes down, freeze her. Yep, there she goes. Now keep in mind, there's not necessarily lag, because you notice I said freeze her, and it took quite a while for me to actually do it. There is definitely some time it takes when you are doing your animation. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here, because I don't want any of that action. Alright, let's try to save his ass. We're going to push those back. The pushback is also invaluable. I have already saved points and pushed them off of ledges and things like that numerous times. So let's start CCing these people. Oops, shit. Didn't mean to double click there. It is hard sometimes to focus on one person because of the hectic nature. Alright, let's get her enfeebled. Somebody's shooting me. They need to stop. Get out of here. Just get out of her range. Or his range, whatever. Just keep doing damage. I don't like to waste my CC just in case I get into trouble. Most of the time, though, people are fighting in the middle. Alright, you need to just die. Oops, I didn't mean to knock them back. You're running right back in, so I'm just going to freeze your ass and kill you. Ooh. Get out of here. Unfortunately, with no kind of... I'm going to actually go ahead and use my PvP heals. Oops. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, as I was going to say, with no default regeneration, you pretty much have to have health potions. Oh, shit. Alright. Damn it, I just lost the arcane stack. Which is kind of annoying. Not a huge deal, though. Alright, who's the weak one? Again, it's hard as hell to sometimes to target one person because you don't have actual targeting. It's by targeting the reticle. So let's go ahead and do our AE here. That should put the hurt on them. Let my guys do some more damage. We're going to kill this person. So again, freeze her as soon as she comes down. Enfeeble. I'm going to push her against the wall. I think I pushed her through the wall. I don't know where she went. There she is. Yeah, melee. Honestly, they have a ridiculously hard time keeping up with me, ever. Because if it's not another teammate, see, look at that rogue. He's just like, whatever. I'll just hide behind a wall, finish off that person over there. Thank you. So let me go fuck this rogue up. Where'd he go? No, he left. Nope, there he is. I'm gonna kill this guy because he was trying to kill me, and I don't tolerate that bullshit. I don't think that was like a... I think that was a fake. Now I don't know who it was. Oh, there he is. How am I out of stamina? Oh, I'm dazed. Yeah, it's way too easy to be chained, CC'd in this game. Even when I do it, we had one match where there was like 3 or 4 control wizards, and it was ridiculous. Like, they did not even have a chance. Get out of here. Go ahead and raise them up. Freeze them. Enfeeble. Push them away. So again, one-on-one, you can tear them up. That one rogue really wants me dead. So even with 2 or 3 people, it took them a long time to kill me. And I was able to control her, that one person, incredibly well. With pushbacks, with freezes, and with the lift-ups. Now I want to knock them off, but I didn't. I noticed I didn't push him that far because now see, I'll just get chain CC'd because I just ran in, as I should not have. Let me go ahead and lift, at least CC them for my. Ooh, let's do this before we die. Now push them back, so at least my teammates can F them up. Even if I die. This person has serious problems with me. Pushing her away again. I also want to try to stay at a line of sight in case she has a charge ability, which she does. Whoop, and I dodged her again. Pushed her back, and she's dead. So, yeah. Right now, at least, no matter how much you hate that control wizard, just leave him the hell alone. That looks bad, whatever that is. And I am at like 0 health. So this really sucks, not having a healer. Like, it always sucks in PvP not having a healer. But in this game in particular, it's a real pain in the ass. I'm going to start doing a little bit more CC as well. Uh-oh. She's probably going to try to come kick my ass again. Because surely she sees that I'm almost dead. But she got busy being dead herself. I haven't seen a lot of healers. I would say maybe 50% of the groups that I've been in actually had a healer. It seems like there's been a rush on more healers. I kind of want to die at this point because I'm going to start crowd controlling this person. Freeze them. Go ahead and enfeeble them. There we go, thank God. Now you can call for help and wait for somebody to res you, but frankly it's almost always better to just die so you can get back. Because even if you get res, you're not going to have full health, and we don't have any healers, so I'll just die again. So it's much, much better to just die and come back. So let's go ahead and... I lost that warrior chick again. This is a... go ahead and enfeeble her. Wow. I'm telling you, that enfeeble makes a big difference. We need to get these guys off. Pushing them off the thing to help the team there, so that they stop capping it. Looks like there's somebody over there. Yeah, they definitely need to put some kind of cooldown, or diminishing returns rather, on. Let's go ahead and freeze this guy. Oh, hold on. Now look how long days lasts. Yeah, see, that was a great example I was chain dazed, CC'd for what, 5-6 seconds. They really need to learn what diminishing returns are, which I really don't understand how you can have PvP in your MMO at this point and not understand the concept of diminishing returns. You should never be crowd controlled for that long, ever. Yeah, I'm about to go kill this guy. Hopefully we don't win in the meantime. But yeah, you should never be crowd controlled for that long. It's ridiculous. I don't know why. Get out of here. See you again. Booyah. Bye-bye. And now, I frost his ass. So yeah, his life sucks right now. Oh, hey, bye-bye. So, yeah. Wizard, good class. Gonna go ahead and raise him up again. And see, I would have easily killed him, even at full health. I mean, he had no chance, pretty much. So that's the PvP. I got 3rd place. That's not too bad. You get rewards based on how well you do, which it does look like, for those healers who are concerned, it does seem like healers tend to score at the top as long as they're healing. So that's good. Anyway, hopefully this has been at least semi-instructional video for you folks. And I hit level 16. See, I don't think you normally get XP in PvP, so that's kind of weird. Anyway, again, hopefully this video has been helpful for you guys to get a very rough idea of what the Control Wizard is like. Please leave comments in the comments section below. Let me know what you think of this video, and I will see you next time. Oh, and be sure to check out my other Neverwinter videos. See you next time.